All right, so I'm going to work on the first assignment in geometry, that is unit 1 quiz 1, right? It is on the screen. So the question 1 says the vertical segment joining A 3 negative 5 and B, point B coordinate 3 negative 3, has been grabbed on the number line. Find the length of the segment. Okay, so they're asking the distance between A and B. First of all, distance is always positive. Okay, so what is the distance between A and B? Because this is a vertical, so you go here and then you see that it is negative 5, right? And then you go to the left and then you see that it is at negative 3, right? So the distance here would be, this would be 2. Okay, so that would be 2 units. Again, distance always positive. So you're going to go ahead and put here, then would be 2 here. Okay, and then you submit. That the first one. Number 2. Number 2, so go to question 2 now. That is done. Question 2 also give you 2 points, A and B. Right? A at 4 and 2. Coordinate and B at coordinate 9 and 2, right? Remember, the first numbers is always the x coordinate, and the second number, which is 2 here, is the y coordinate, right? So again, in this situation, you have a horizontal line, and then it would be simpler because you go down, right? That would be at 4, right? This is 4. And then point B, you got down, which is at 9, right? So from 4 to 9, from here to here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units, right? So 5 units. So the answer would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So we are going to put here the length is 5 here. And then you submit. Okay, so that is the situation. So depending on your question, you may have different points. So, but I just show you how to do it. Okay, so your answer maybe not be 5, maybe 5, but maybe not. Okay, so that's why you have to check with the coordinates of your A and B points. Okay, question 3. So segment A, B, right? Segment A and B. So they ask you for the distance from A to B. What is the distance from A to B? So first you find what is the coordinate of A, right? So let me get this out. What is the coordinate of A, right? A is at what? Coordinate of A, right? You go down here, it is at negative 4, right? This is negative 4. And what is Y? Y is, look up here, that would be 1, 2, 3, right? That is coordinate of A. And then you find the coordinate of B. B, you have, oh, sorry, that would be, this is B. Sorry, this is B. And now you find A. This is A, okay? This is A. All right, so this is A. A is at negative 1 and 5, right? Negative 1 and 5, okay? All right, so you use the formula. The formula says distance equals, right? But first they ask for the vertical, right? Vertical component. Let me go down here, right? First they ask for the vertical component of the distance from A to B, which is the difference in Y, right? The difference in Y. And let me show you again. The difference in Y, it would be, you could get 5 minus 3, right? So the difference Y would be 5 minus 3, which is 2, right? So that would be difference of Y. Okay, let me make that difference of Y. Okay, that would be 2. right? So I'm going to put in here. Remember distance always positive, okay? Submit it, right? Then the next one they ask for the horizontal difference. What that means, the difference in the x, right? So the difference in the x is when you put in here. Let me give you another color. So the difference in x would be from here and to here, right? So you will see it from -4 to -1, which is over here, which is 3 units, right? 3 units, right? And then how do you find that? You would write this one, right, in the x, right? Would be, x would be, so you have 1 here, right? 1, not 1, but -1, right? Minus -4, right? So negative, so negative become plus, right? So 1 plus 4 is 3, okay? 1 plus 4 is 3. So you put in 3 there. Put in 3 there, and then you submit. And then the last one, they ask for the length, all right, or the distance between A and B, right? So again, you use the formulas. You find the distance. Let me put this back. All right, so formula say the distance equals square root of x1 minus x2 square, right? Minus x2, x sub 2 square, right? And then plus y1 minus y sub 2, and then square, okay? Square up. And then we know that I sub 1 minus I sub 2 is, you find that earlier, is 3, right? 3, that would be 3 squares, right? That's the horizontal version, okay? Component. Plus the difference of y you see here is 2, right? Plus 2 square, right? Right? So 3 square is 9, 2 square is 4, right? Square root of 9 plus 4, right? And 9 plus 4 is 13. So it would be square root of 13. Okay, so that would be the answers, okay? So square root of 13, that's how you put in here. So you put in here and then you go to the square root side, which is right here, right? Square root is right here. Square root of 13, but you have to write C because it says ABC equals 13, okay? You have to do it that way. And then submit. Okay, so then that is question 3. Then now go to question 4. Find the distance between, all right? So I'm going to type it here. So again, the distance, you use the formula, right? Formula say it would be square root. I get out square root from here. Square root of what? X1 minus X2, right? X1 is, I could go 0 first, right? Minus what? -5. And then square. Let's go here. And square, right? And then plus what? Yeah, that's y1, that means 9 minus y2, -3, right? And then open, close, and then square, right? Okay, so and then try to submit now. Okay, but then they, okay, this is not right. So this is 9 minus -3, okay? Okay, and then you are going to put it in the decimal. So 0 minus, that would become 5, right? Because minus negative become plus. So 5 square, and then this is also plus. So 9 plus 3 is 12 here. Okay, and then just submit that. This is just showing you step by step. And I'm going to go to the decimal calculator and put it in 5 square and 12 square, right? So again, 5 square is 25, right? And then 12 square is 144, right? 144, you are going to put it here, right? For the keypad. So 25 plus 44. So I can go back here and put in equal 25 plus 40, 25 plus 144, right? Okay, just, yeah. So next, what is 25 plus 144? You go to the next one, and then you have 25 plus 144, you get 169, right? So that's showing you step by step. So it would be 169, right? Right, and then one more step. We go back to decimal. So what is the square root? Okay, square root is right here, right? Square root of 169, we got 13. So put it back here. Now you got just 13. Okay, 13, and then you submit. All right, so that is step by step to do that question, and I'm going to do question. Okay, so that is all done. Continue. Question 5, right? So same way you find the distance between point A to point B, but this time they ask you to correct to the 2 decimal places, okay? So you are going to put this in the decimal, but it would be, the formula would say, so square root of what? X1 minus X2 squared, right? So you got 0, but it's in parentheses, right? 0 minus what? Minus negative 2, and then square, right? And then plus what? Y1, which is 12, minus y1 is 3, right? And then you need to square it up. Okay, and then you use this to put in the calculator, okay? So 0 minus negative 1 is 2 here, and then 9, right? 2 and 9. So you're going to put it, so the square root is right here, and you think 0 minus negative 2, right? And then and then square, right? And then plus, then open parenthesis, and then go back here, and we have 12 minus 9, right? So I put in 12 minus 9, and then square up, right? So that is it. So you got here 3.60, right? But because the third decimal is 5, so it becomes 3.61. Make sense? 3.61. So you put here 3.61 because they asked for 2 decimal places. Okay? 3.61, and then you submit. So 0 minus negative 2, and then 12 minus 3. Okay, and then go back here and check. 2 square, right? Plus 9, 12 minus, 12 minus 3, not 12 minus 9. So that's why. Okay, so this number is 3, not 9. Okay, so 9.219, but because the third decimal is 9, so you round up to 9.22, right? 9.22 here. 9.22 here, and then submit. Yep. So next one, 6. Okay. All right, 6 from the diagram. So you have what is the midpoint of segment LJ? LJ, right? So where's LJ? LJ is this one, right? LJ. So it is this segment equal this segment, and that means K in the middle. So that means point K, right? Point K here. So the first answer is point K. And then submit. Come on. Yep. So that's done. Sometimes it's slow, but that's point K. And then go to 7. M is the midpoint of A with the coordinate of 5, -6, and point B, which is -5, -2. So what is the coordinate of M? All right, point M. Remember, you use the midpoint formula, right? So midpoint formula. So say let me show this. So ice of M means midpoint, right? Which is equals x1 plus x2, right? You add that to x coordinate and then divide by 2, right? And then you have x1 is 5, right? x2 is -5, right? And divide by 2. Okay, and 5 plus -5 is 0. 0 divided by 2 is 0, right? So we are talking about this x1, this x2, right? So the answer here is the x is x in the midpoint have the x coordinate of 0, and that's the first one. And then now we find the y coordinate of M, right? So it's the same formula you do, y of M, right? Which is you add 2 y1 plus y2, and then this is y1, right? 1, and then divide by 2, right? y1 is -6, y sub 2 is -2, right? Divide by 2, right? -6 plus -2 is -8. The -8 divided by 2 is -4, right? So the answer should be -4 here. Okay, and then you submit. Right, and then the next question asks you what is the coordinate of point M. So you put x in and y in, right? So 0 and -4, right? That the two value you found earlier. So 0 here and then -4 here. Okay, and then question 8. If the midpoint A, which is at A and B, define 2, and then you also have the midpoint M, right? So what is value of A? So this is you are going to use the formulas, okay? Because the formula says I'm going to the formula is A equals, right? The formula say A, right? 3, which is the midpoint 3, right? I see 3 equals, I just put in here, okay? So that it would be easy. A, which is x coordinate of point A plus 5, right? And then divide by 2, right? So that is the formula. Okay, that's correct. But you need to find A, right? So that means you multiply both sides by 2, right? So 3 times 2 is 6. right? And then you don't need the 6 equals a plus 5, right? Because you multiply both sides by 2, then you would find that. And now to find a, you subtract both sides by 5, right? So 6 minus 5 is 1. So that means a is equal 1. Okay, so you submit. So that is A. All right, now the same way you found B, right? So you have B, or you can say B plus 2, right? Divide by 2 equals 7, right? But I say that this B plus y of point A, which is B plus 2 equals, and divide by 2 equals 7, right? Equals 7, it should be outside like this. Okay, so that is the first step. And then to solve for b, first you multiply both sides by 2, right? So you will find that 7 times 2 is 14, right? And then you have now just b plus 2 equals 14, okay? And then to solve for b, you subtract 2 from 14. So 14 minus 2 is 14 minus 2 is 12 now, okay? So b is 12. Okay, so submit it. And that is that question 8. Okay, question 9. Find the midpoint age. All right, this is the same way we did earlier, right? They give you the midpoint. They give you the coordinate A, which is A and B. You need to find A and B, but you are given point B and the midpoint M, right? Do the same one. So first of all, you have A plus -9, right? And divide by 2 equals -4, right? And then you solve for a, so you multiply both sides by -4 times 2 is -8, right? And then you remove 2 there, okay? So that's the second step. The next step, you want to solve for a by add 9 both sides, right? So -8 plus 9 is +1 now, okay? +1 now. So A equal +1 now. All right, and that's it. Find the value of B. It's the same way you find the value of B, right? So you have B plus H, right? And then divide by 2 equals y of M is 2, right? Okay, right. And then now you solve for B by multiply both sides by 2, right? 2 times 2 is 4, and then you don't have 2 anymore on the left. So now B plus 8 equal 4, right? And then you solve for B by subtract 8 both sides. So 4 minus 8 is -4, right? And then so now the answer is B equal -4, okay? So I've done that now. The first quiz, and then I will, okay, let me stop that because that's done already. Come on.